to helping women who have been hurt by abortion. And there are so many, so many more than we could ever possibly imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to give a very, very warm welcome to Kay Painter.
I was here last year, and I'm sorry my voice is weak. I was here last year, and I took the abuse with you. I am so blessed to be here today and to see that we have grown and multiplied and we are safe. Someone commented on my shirt that I'm a little behind the times, and I am. It says 45 million. What a shame we can't even print t-shirts fast enough to count the dead lives and the dead babies that have been murdered by abortionists. I'm here today to tell you that at home we have found a secret that's working for us. That is, in this audience, there are many groups of pro-life workers. Let me encourage you, we all want the same thing. We don't agree on everything. But we have found if we can find a mutual cause and bind together, we are stronger. The Bible says a house divided will fall. But if you can agree on one or two things, join together, be strong, and fight. Bernie said I could have 2 words, so I think I've expounded them, but I just want to say I'm so glad there are so many of you. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad I could be here with you. God bless you. And remember, this is not the end. This parade is just the beginning of what God has called you to do in your own path, in your own life, in your own area, with people around you. They need to know the truth, and you are the voice to tell them.
Thank you, Kay. You are a champion and we love you.
Table across from me, and this was the choice that I had. Was my name Kay? Yes. Did my husband know I was coming? Yes. And you know we're discussing an abortion. Discussing, did you get that? Yes. With that, she immediately turned the pen and the paper around, and I signed my baby girl, Sarah Marie, to death. Shortly after that, they sent me down the hall for the first of 2 appointments. The first one, after counseling, was to insert me with a saline solution, which they said would be slightly uncomfortable. What they didn't tell me is that it burns the baby's flesh. I went in, had the injection, and went home for 2 days while the solution did its job. 2 days later, I came and again entered the same place in the same dressing gowns and walked down the same hall onto their table. Only this time, the man who called himself a doctor ejected the tissue that they had promised me was not a baby. Thinking I was too far under the anesthetic to know any different, he casually walked by my bed to the head of my bed, stepped on a rummage bin, and threw the body of my dead, burnt baby in the rubbish. You talk about callous caring. How callous is that? I immediately knew I had done wrong, and I began to scream. The lady who called herself a nurse said to me, quote, "Kay, if you don't be quiet and shut up, I'm going to have to inject you with something to quiet you down, because you're scaring all the other ladies in the room getting ready to have one." I could not quiet down, so they injected me and sent me home. For 16 years, I struggled with my decision and my choice. Let me just give you some hope here, and that is, churches, if there is pastors here today, You need to be talking about abortion from the pulpit. There are women sitting in your congregation with makeup on, their hair done, and a smile on their face, praying to God that somebody will tell them that what they did is forgivable. How dare you stand up there and say it's political and you will not get involved? I would also urge those of you who have considered abortion and are considering abortion to please reconsider. Life is never regrettable. Death is unchangeable and always regrettable. The other thing I would say is if there are ladies out here who've had an abortion, whether you've come out of the closet, as some other people would call it, or whether you are still hiding what you did, let me assure you, I suffered for 17 years believing I was no good, unsalvageable, unforgivable, useless, stupid, even trying to commit suicide because of what I had done to my child. Let me just tell you, there is hope. Find someone you can trust, a pastor, a priest. Go to one of the pregnancy centers, but get yourself help if you have not been able to forgive yourself. Abortion is not a sin that cannot be forgiven. I want you to walk in the freedom I now enjoy. He may not call you to speak to thousands as he has me, but he wants you to be all you can be in him. So please, don't hide it any longer. Please keep fighting. And please remember, the babies must come first. And if it's not from us, then from who? God bless you all. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Kay. What a wonderful, wonderful lady. And she is literally a godsend. Kay, thank you very much indeed.